minutes of May 13th. Do I have a motion?
Move approval.
Second.
A second.
Any discussion or changes? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Is there any appearances for anything that online or on Zoom or here? No?
Nothing online.
So seeing no appearances, unfinished business. A, public hearing for Slindy Realty Investments represented by Fisher Consult LLC on request for consideration of a certified survey map to revise the western property boundary and dedicate 40 feet of right-of-way to the public for the purpose of constructing a new multi-story indoor storage facility at 1350 Bemrink Drive. Doug?
We're joined by the applicant's engineer this evening, and I'll turn it over to him.
Yeah, I think we came for a pre-hearing for this before. Again, the original CSM is from the 70s, before Cops Avenue was extended north. So the existing property line on the west side goes all the way to the center of Cops Avenue, and since we're doing this development, figured it makes sense to donate that 40 feet instead of having it be a transportation easement. It'll be dedicated as public right of way. And the lot will go from 2 acres to 1.75 acres.
Okay. Doug?
Yes, thank you. So as mentioned, this is sort of cleaning up the lot lines effectively, moving from the center line to sort of keeping consistency with adjacent property lines, property boundaries. The applicant did receive approvals to construct an indoor self-storage facility on the proposed lot, May 13th of 2024. This did go through Public Works Committee. That took place on May 1st, where approval was recommended, and formal consideration by City Council would follow any action by Plan Commission. The lot size does appear appropriate for the zoning district, the CDD, and still retains 235 feet of frontage along Cops Avenue. And the width of the right-of-way and the road all appear appropriate as well per city standards. This was reviewed by Vierbecker, and there are a couple comments that were included in the meeting packet, and that's included as a suggested recommendation from city staff that they be addressed. Recommendation is the Plan Commission recommends City Council approve this CSM.
Okay.
Thanks.
Before we move on, does anyone have any questions? It's pretty straightforward, right? So moving on to B, consideration of action for Slindy Realty Investments, represented by Fisher Consult LLC, and request for consideration of a certified survey map to revise the western property boundary and dedicate 40 feet of right-of-way to the public for the purpose of constructing a new multi-story indoor storage facility at 1350 Bemrink Drive. Is there a motion to approve?
I move approval with comments and recommendations as written by staff.
Second.
Any discussion? Anyone have anything to add? Pretty straightforward. All right, seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. New business, public hearing on request by Slindy Realty Company, represented by Snyder and Associates, for consideration of a 2-lot certified survey map to combine parcels 0710-201-98104, 0710-201-98202, and 0710-201-98800, as well as Lot 1, CSM 2681 at 112-208 Owen Road, into 2 lots. Case number 2011-2024.
So this one's off Owen Road. There'll be there'll be phase 1 will actually take place on lot 2, and phase 2 will be on lot 1. The existing is 4 lots, so it'll be combined to 2 lots. So each building will be on its own lot. Phase 1 will include a shared stormwater management and access drive. So there's a couple of easements attached to the CSM, the first being stormwater management easement. That easement will grant lot 1 access to lot 2. Same with the access easement of private drive, and then sanitary and water will also cut across lot 2 to serve the other building. So again, it's really just cleaning up 4 existing parcels into 2 parcels, the 2 different buildings. The lots will meet, well, I guess actually it's a PUD, so setbacks and whatnot will be shown on the site plan, frontage and acreage and site statistics and all that would be part of the PUD for this, so there wasn't really any standard zoning that had to be met for the CSM.
Doug? Thanks. So as mentioned, this is the Owen Road GDP, 4 lots into 2 to facilitate the phased development of 2 multifamily buildings. The updated general development plan GDP will be considered at the next Plan Commission meeting, June 10th. CSM approval was granted for this by City Council back in 2022, but the CSM was never recorded. Per state statutes, it must be recorded within 12 months or reapply. So this is going through the kind of a reapplying, a couple small changes to the easements, but very little else, as I understand. So as mentioned, the lot dimensions, frontage, all comply, and as said, they are part of that PUD. There would be the shared driveway as well as the private easements for stormwater management, water main, and sanitary sewer. And both lots would be 1.675 and 2.375 acres respectively. They were shared with department heads, and there were no comment received for this. Thanks.
Okay. Since no one else is here for the public hearing, we'll close the public hearing, move on to B, pre-hearing conference on request by Slendy Realty Company represented by Snyder and Associates for consideration of a 2-lot certified survey map to combine parcels 0710, et cetera, Owen Road into 2 lots, case number 2011-2024. Any questions for the applicant?
I had one. I remember when you came with, you may not know the answer to this question, but when they came with when we had the pre-hearing conference last month or the month before, the drive showed like a circle end. Would that fit within the 51.5 feet? And if not, does that need to be bigger on that bottom end?
Yeah, that's a good point. The access easement probably should include that circle drive.
And then my only other question, is this different is there anything different, Doug, than what we saw in 2022 that you noticed?
Just some changes to the easements, the underlying lots as proposed, nothing has changed. And so I did confirm, since the staff report went out, this will not need to go to Public Works Committee because nothing within the right-of-way or in sort of public right-of-way, nothing has changed there, so this is going to skip over that part. It's all on private property.
That's it.
Yeah, I should have clarified the lot lines stayed the same, but since the site plan changed a little bit, we changed some of the easement widths and whatnot to make sure it meets the current site plan.
Okay.
Thank you. Anyone else have any questions, comments?
I have a question. I don't know.
Rob? Good.
The stormwater management easement shown on there, there's not dimensions on that, but it overlaps with the access easement.
Yeah, it's an underground stormwater.
So it's a 41-foot wide private access easement, and then there's a hatched area that has 51.5 feet. Can you just clarify why it says 41-foot wide access easement, and then there's a 51.5 foot dimension?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be 51.5. That note is not correct. If I look at the dimensions on the north and south, yeah, 51.5. We widened it with the new site plan that added angled parking instead of the parallel parking. And then we want that angled parking to be part of the access easement as well, so that the other building would be able to utilize the parking. So it's supposed to be 51.5 feet, yeah.
Okay. And that stormwater management easement, is that just the footprint of the underground storage facility essentially?
Correct.
Is that why it doesn't go all the way down to the south boundary?
Correct.
Okay.
Any other questions for the applicant?
Does Beerbaker review this?
They will, yes.
They will? Okay.
Yes, before the formal consideration.
So we have no action on this evening, so. Any other questions? Seeing none. Thank you very much for coming tonight.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Moving on to reports of staff and commission members.
Really just an update for the next meeting, which will be June 10th. This project, the Owen Road Slendy project, will be returning. Consideration of action for both the general development plan, the GDP, as well as phase 1 of the PIP. So that would be the Village Lane side, the first building of the two, and most likely the CSM, depending on edits coming out of this meeting. And then the other item will be a pre-hearing for a golf entertainment venue at a portion of the WPS site just off of West Broadway as well.
Is that interesting?
manifest that? We talked about that.
Did you say the PIP for phase 1 is up for action or a pre-hearing?
Up for action.
Okay.
It was noticed at the last one as sort of a pre-hearing, so it has gone through the steps. Certainly, I've noticed it that way for action, possible action, but of course, if there are concerns, it can always be tabled.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Nothing else from staff.
All right, seeing nothing else, can I entertain a motion to adjourn?
I'll
Move to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
And all those in favor?
Second.
And we are adjourned. Thank you very much.
I told Steve that, I'm like, this was.